my salary. I believe it's approximately $161,000.
How much money have you raised for your retention campaign right now, as of now?
Zero.
Okay, so
I have not formed a committee. And as you know, committees and committees alone are allowed to solicit funds for a judicial campaign, not the judge, him or herself. And it was my view that a grassroots campaign would be most effective given the challenges that we have, that it's the people at the grassroots level who have been impacted most with their confidence being shaken in the justice system. And I made a decision a few months ago that I would take my campaign straight to the people and try to get to as many church bazaars and community events, civic events, political rallies as I could, and be available to shake people's hand, look them in the eye, be able to tell them that I have lived up to my oath of office, that I guaranteed a level playing field when I was sworn in as judge in 1998, and that I have fulfilled that, and that I ask that they keep an open mind with regard to the scandal that seems to be ongoing, but that if they look closely at my record and talk to lawyers, former litigants, people who've served on juries in my courtroom, people who have known me outside my role as judge, perhaps during my 25 years of practicing law, when I was very involved in this community. I was in leadership roles with regard to a number of organizations, Catholic Social Services Board, the Marywood University Board of Trustees, and numerous other activities, and that by reconnecting with the people, it's been my hope that it would lead them to consider me favorably on November 3rd.
Two other quick questions as far as the finances go. So you don't plan on spending any money, like as far as advertising goes, or is it your own money that you'd be spending, or I mean, did you plan on doing any kind of mailers, advertising, any kind of?
Yeah, like that is a work in progress as well. At this time, I am looking into some modest expenditures, which would be at the personal expense of myself and my wife, to support a grassroots effort. And this might include some buttons, some handout cards, things of that nature. But we'll continue to evaluate that as we get into the final weeks of the campaign.
And one last thing as far as the finances go. Do you have any outside income of any kind coming to you from any kind of outside businesses, ventures, business ventures, private, silent partner, anything like that?
Yeah, I don't personally. What I will tell you is that several years ago, my wife and I, as parents of 5 children and knowing the educational needs of those children, incidentally, the article with Bill Boyle mentioned ages 11 through 19, and that was 20% accurate, and that was my fault in terms of the material that got sent over. The irony is that the youngest is now 19 and the eldest child is 27. But I had a generally successful law practice, and we recognized that the biggest expense in our lives would be to help educate our children. And so we made some investments, and some worked out better than others, and in some instances rather poorly, but overall it was generally sufficient to help educate those kids. And those investments are fairly modest at this point, and I assure you that my conduct has been in complete conformity with the judicial code of conduct insofar as the canons require judges to avoid impropriety in any and all of their dealings, so that if there's a financial relationship that in any way contributes to even the appearance of bias in a particular matter, a judge should recuse. And also, I want to emphasize that at no time have I ever had an active business role in any venture outside of being a judge.